When you think about a construction site, what's the first thing you picture? Probably a hard hat, right? It's the universal symbol for safety. But here's the thought. For an industry that's literally building our future, is its safety gear kind of stuck in the past? Well, today, we're going to look at how tech is completely flipping that script, turning that humble hard hat into a life-saving smart device. Let's dive. All right, so why are we zeroing in on construction? Honestly, the numbers speak for themselves. I mean, just look at this chart. The number of fatal injuries in construction isn't just a little higher than in other major industries. It absolutely towers over them. We're not talking about a small margin here. This is a massive gap. It's a huge red flag that whatever we're doing for safety right now, it's just not cutting it. And behind those bars is a truly staggering human cost. 1,075. That's not just a statistic. That's the number of people who lost their lives on construction sites in the U.S. in a single year. Every single one of those numbers represents a person, a family. It's a tragic reminder that the current safety measures are falling desperately short. And you know, this isn't some new problem. Researchers have been sounding the alarm on this for years. This quote here says it all. A construction worker faces a risk that is 3 to 4 times higher than someone in another industry. The bottom line is just unavoidable. What we're doing isn't working. So that brings us right to the heart of the problem. We need to take a really critical look at the very equipment that's supposed to be the last line of defense. Traditional personal protective equipment. You know, PPE. And this is the obvious question, isn't it? If everybody has the gear, why are the numbers still so tragically high? Well, the answer goes a lot deeper than you might think. The failures really break down into 2 big categories. First, you've got the human-centered issues. I mean, just think about it. If your safety gear is super heavy, doesn't fit right, and it's making you overheat, are you really going to wear it properly all day long? Probably not. Then there's the system-centered stuff. Traditional gear is passive. It's dumb. A standard hard hat can't tell you it has a hairline crack, and it can't buzz to warn you that you're too close to heavy machinery. And when you dig into the research, it becomes crystal clear where the biggest weak spots are. The top issues aren't some complex technical failure. It's the basics: comfort, fit, and heat. And right behind that, a total lack of monitoring and traceability. So the story here is simple. The gear is a pain to wear, and it's not smart enough to provide any real-time data to actually prevent an accident. So if the old guard is failing, what's the answer? Well, this is where things get really exciting. This is where the next generation of safety equipment comes into play: smart PPE. So what exactly is smart PPE? It's way more than just sticking a computer chip in a hard hat. It's about creating an active, intelligent safety ecosystem. The keywords here are monitor, real-time feedback, and proactive. The entire point is to prevent incidents from happening in the first place, not just protect workers after things have already gone wrong. So let's connect the dots here. Remember all those problems with traditional gear? Smart PPE offers a direct countermeasure for just about every one. Is heat stress a problem? A smart vest can monitor our workers' core temperature and even provide active cooling. Worried about a worker not seeing a hazard? A smart helmet can sound an alert when they get too close. This is a fundamental shift from passive protection to active prevention. And let's make this real. We're talking about helmets that can detect a fall and automatically call for help. Vests that can warn a supervisor that a worker is on the verge of heat stroke, even before they feel sick. Or smart badges that can pinpoint a worker's exact location after a collapse, turning a blind search mission into a direct rescue. And this isn't some far-off fantasy. This technology is being rolled out on job sites right now. And the potential impact here is just huge. Research suggests that something as simple as real-time tracking to make sure gear is worn correctly could cut noncompliance by up to 30%. Now think back to those fatality numbers. A 30% improvement isn't just a statistic. That translates directly into lives saved and families kept whole. But of course, it's never that simple. Having amazing technology is one thing, but successfully rolling it out on a chaotic, messy, real-world construction site, that's a whole other challenge. And the roadblocks really fall into 2 camps. You've got the hard barriers, the practical tech stuff, like high costs, batteries that die halfway through a shift, and spotty connectivity on site. But then you have the soft barriers, and frankly, these are probably tougher to solve. These are the human issues. Workers being concerned about Big Brother watching them, being uncomfortable with new tech, or just not getting support from management. You can have the best tech in the world, but if the people who need to use it don't trust it, it's useless. And of all those soft barriers, one stands out as the most critical, the most personal, and the most difficult to get right. It all comes down to privacy. And the research really nails it here. If workers feel like they're being spied on, of course they're going to resist it. Who wouldn't? This is where leadership becomes absolutely essential. It's not enough to just hand out the gear. Management has to build a system of trust with clear, transparent policies about how this data is used for safety, and just as importantly, how it isn't used for anything else. So, all of this brings us to the final and most important part of the puzzle. If we want to build a truly safer future on our construction sites, we have to look beyond just the technology itself. When you see how the researchers map out all the factors in construction safety, you get this dense, interconnected web. Sure, personal protective equipment is sitting right there in the middle, but look what it's tied to: human behavior, risk assessment, training, even machine learning. It's a powerful reminder that the solution can't just be about inventing a better hard hat. The crucial point is this: smart PPE isn't the solution. It's a powerful tool that enables the real solution. And the real goal is to use that tool to create a virtuous cycle of safety that's constantly learning and improving. So here's how that cycle actually works. Step 1, the smart gear gathers data on risks and behaviors. Step 2, the system analyzes that data and provides immediate insights, like a real-time alert. Step 3, that instant feedback helps reinforce safer behavior on the spot. And the final, most important step: over time, this whole process builds a stronger, smarter, data-driven safety culture from the ground up. So what does this mean for a manager on the ground? The takeaways are actually pretty simple. First, you have to lead by example and model the right behavior. Second, use the data for learning, not for punishing. Discuss the near-miss alerts in the morning safety meeting. And third, and most importantly, build trust by being completely transparent about your data policies. Ultimately, it all comes down to this one question. The technology is here, and it's getting smarter every single day. The gear is evolving, but the real challenge and the real opportunity is for us to evolve right along with it. Can our entire approach to safety become just as smart, proactive, and data-driven as the helmets our workers are wearing? All the ideas in this explainer came from the research paper Bridging the Safety Gap, published in the KSCE Journal of Civil Engineering. I hope you found it as fascinating as I did. Thanks for joining me.